I said it on Wednesday. The Browns, I just got a feeling about them, and look what they did. Yes. The Eagles, I mean, bro, like, what the hell? That's so bad. And, yeah, the Lions are legit. Like, yeah. And, oh, yeah. Late in the video, you'll see the Giants. So, here we go. Week 6 NFL Sunday recap. Let's go. Play of the day.
Goff looking deep. Wants it all. Jamison Williams looking for the ball. Got it! Touchdown! This is what Jamison Williams was brought here to do, coming off that top of that bunch. It's the deep threat. And Ryan Neal has got to know that. He loses his safety help. Or his Moody.
Nope.
Smoked him.
I think we're on a flag, though. Yeah. A flag comes in. Let's check it. Heck of a cutter.
And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Final Four. Of course, please like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the Week 6 NFL Sunday recap. Obviously, we had a pretty decent slate of games in terms of what happened, at least in them. And yeah, I'm going to go through the injuries. Obviously, there were a couple notable ones for sure. First, starting off, again, with Sunday injuries. Dax Milne and Fedarian Mathis both, I wouldn't say starters, but they play. Those guys are both, yeah, they're going to be back, I guess. What is it called? Caleb Farley is it for the Titans expected to return Week 8. Of course, they're on their bye. Yeah, that's what I'll say there. They're playing, yeah, I don't know who they're playing in Week 8. I guess they're playing the Falcons. That should be a good game. Robert Beal Jr. is supposed to be back. Again, he doesn't play, whatever. Danny Gray, AC joint, is expected to return Week 7 against the Vikings on Monday night. Keep going up. Nothing much more. Just a bunch of returns for the Seahawks. Yeah. Lane Johnson, he had a really weird ankle injury. He'll be on. We'll see if he can play on Sunday night. Keep going up. Again, expect to return 2 guys for the Jets. What is it called? Aaron Robinson for the Giants is finally back. It's been like a year, so yeah, that's good. Adoree Jackson screwed up his neck. Let's hope he can come back. Keep going up. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. That's all I'll put it like that. Oh, wait. Did I skip over the 49ers? Oh, yeah, I did. CMC has an oblique injury, and Deebo Samuel has a shoulder injury, and as well Trent Williams. Basically, the 3 best players all got banged up. I'll put it like that. Not too bad, though. Anything else crazy? Xavier Howard, he had a rough go there. Good news for the what is it called, Dolphins. Jalen Ramsey could be back in Week 8, which that would be kind of cool. A bunch of guys. Oh yeah, Rams 3 guys that are all on injured. We'll guess will be back. That's good. Nothing crazy. Oh yeah, of course, like I said, Ryan Tannehill, he got injured. I think it was his neck. Trevor Lawrence, he screwed up his knee. Hendon Hooker, he's expected to be back for the Ravens game. Oh yeah, David Montgomery injured his ribs. It might be probably cracked something like that. Nothing great. Let me put it like that. Keep going up. J.C. Horn is expected to return Week 8 for any Panthers fans because they're on their bye week. I don't know why you'd like the Panthers, but yeah. And then that's kind of about it. Marcus Williams, he screwed up his hamstring again. So, yeah, that's basically all for Sunday. What is it called? Kyler Murray is expected to return Week 7. Who the heck do they play? Seahawks. We'll see if he actually does play. And then today, basically a bunch of updates. Nothing much for the Titans and Commanders again, like Ryan Tannehill. Where is he? Let me get down to him. Ryan Tannehill has an ankle injury, so yeah, just keep that in mind. He's always hurt. But yeah, nothing much there. Baker Mayfield, I guess, suffered a hand injury. Obviously, Justin Fields did leave with an injury too. If I can get to him. No, this is wrong. Where are they? Yeah, there we go. No, Justin Fields isn't even here. Eddie Jackson injured his foot again. Nothing much here. Keep going up. Deontay Johnson hamstring expected to return Week 7. That would be big for the Steelers, of course, who are on their bye week. Again, Seahawks. Not the Seahawks. The Eagles had a bunch of guys that got hurt. Nothing crazy though. Andrew Thomas again is just questionable. Same thing with Daniel Jones with that neck injury. Of course, Jets. You saw Aaron Rodgers thrown on the sideline, but that's good. Yeah, the whole entire Giants offensive line. We'll get to the Giants late. Obviously really late, but yeah, they're just a complete disaster right now. Again, a bunch of guys are just kind of like banged up right now. Nothing crazy. I will say this though. Ryan Rivers for the Rams, he tore his BCL. That's not good. Justin Ron also got a concussion. We'll see if he can play. Keep going up. Nothing crazy. Jahmyr Gibbs had injured his hamstring. Joel Bitonio got a big injury there, a knee injury. See if he can come back. Actually not like just a player. Justin Fields injured his thumb. I wouldn't be surprised if he played, but it would be. I wouldn't say. I don't say it's probable. Josh Allen screwed up his shoulder, but he's fine. Damian Harris obviously that bad neck injury. I really hope he can be okay. Obviously he went to the hospital. He can move around. So yeah, let's see if he can get better. That's all I got there, guys. For the injuries, let's get in the first game. Of course, the last London game of the year, Ravens and Titans.
Welcome to London. It is a beautiful, crisp fall day to kick off Week 6. On a quick flip. That's Nelson Aguilar with a nice game right there. Takes it into Tennessee territory. And he is true. And he got it. Jackson makes a nice throw. Odell Beckham Jr. with a big gain into Titans territory. And he got it. It's a move. He's free. Devin Duvernay's got the punter to beat. Devin Duvernay. Lamar dancing around. Flings it to Flowers. Catch call. It's muffed. It is muffed. And the Ravens recover. And it's true. In the Wildcat. And he fakes the pitch. And Derrick Henry's free. Derrick Henry is running all the way down. It's good. 2nd and 8 for number 8. And there's a pick right on cue. Derrick Henry. Touchdown. Tannehill from the pocket. Downfield is intercepted. Intercepted by Geno Stone. Fakes it. Looking for someone. Nice move. Lamar Jackson gets the first down. Tucker's like, attempt of the day. Tucker is 6 for 6. Game. Nice game by Spears. He's still going. Spears. And this one is good. And that was anticlimactic.
And the Ravens, of course, went into London early, and it paid off as they outlasted the Texans, won 24-16. I won't say dominating, but convincing win against the Titans, obviously. They were up 18-3 at halftime, and then yeah, they kind of did choke away in the third quarter. But overall, they didn't play a particularly great game or a terrible game at this game. At the same time, I have to go 4-2. Who they play next week? Let me think about this. They play the Lions. Huge game against the Lions at home. That'll be on national TV. Titans in the end fall 2-4. They had a bye week. They had a lot of freaking stuff to figure out. And one of that is, do they bench Ryan Tannehill? I really don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But for the game itself, obviously, it's the last London game of the year. The Ravens played in London against the Jaguars back in 2017, so it's good that they bounced back. Of course, they lost 44-7 in that game. That game was just so bad. But yeah, like back on track. This game was a lot better. Again, there will be 2 games in Frankfurt on week 9 and 10. Again, those one of them is the Tank Bowl, and the other game should be really good. So we'll of course get in that when the time comes. Of course, week 9 and 10. We got 2 weeks until that, or actually 3 weeks. Either way, though, for Lamar, he went 21 of 30 for 223 yards, touchdown, interception. The interception was really bad, but outside of that, he had a lot of throws he was supposed to. Obviously, went through his reads really well. Again, made a lot of good decisions. Gus Edwards wasn't particularly efficient, like which is very rare for him. But Justice Hill, Lamar Jackson were both pretty good on the ground, obviously. With Mark Andrews having a couple big catches, 4 for 69. Dave Flowers had a consistent game, 650 and a touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, of course, had the one big play to start the game, nothing much more. Same thing with basically Odell Beckham. And Rashad Bateman struggled too. Defensively, there's really nothing much to say other than the fact that they basically just kind of, I wouldn't say they actually struggled against Derrick Henry, but they basically made it really hard on these receivers to get open. The secondary was off, was unbelievable. Just Matt Bouquet, 4 tackles on the 2 sacks, was getting a ton of pressure. Like, the defensive line basically had their way, and obviously Jadeveon Clowney, 2 sacks was big as well. Geno Stormquist had the lone interception. Pat Queen had a sack, 7 tackles. The special teams unit was also very good. Devin Newman had a really long return. And obviously the biggest one, Justin Tucker had 6 field goals. Titans-wise, but he did have 1 extra point blocked. For the Titans, Ryan Tannehill was bad. 8 of 16, 76 yard interception. I wouldn't say it's all his fault, but again, none of the receivers were getting open. He really just, again, struggled. Malik Willis had 1 big completion to Josh Spears, who ironically was their leading receiver. No one on the Titans receiving corps played well. Nick Westbrook was really bad. Chizikonko couldn't get open. DeAndre Hopkins got just absolutely clamped, and yeah, that's basically it. Like, Kyle Phillips sucked. Yeah, probably the worst player of the game. But yeah, Derrick Henry getting 12 carries is inexcusable. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, he had 1 long run, and then also had the 15-yard touchdown too. But outside of those 2 runs, I get the fact he didn't really run that well, but yeah, the yards per carry was super high because of those 2 runs. But yeah, Malik Willis got sacked like 4 times, and yeah, he had 1 big completion. Defensively, Azeez Al-Shaair, 9 tackles, he was all over the place. Kevin Byard was all over the place in a bad way. Jack Gibbons and Amani Hooker both played somewhat well, again, different positions. So, Harold Landry finally got a sack, also 5 tackles. Sean Murphy-Bunting, 3 tackles and an interception. Defensively, they weren't particularly terrible, but you could definitely see that they were getting pushed around a little bit. Again, the Rams had 360, the Titans 233 yards. Looking at the numbers, and 1-2 turnover ratio was a little bit of a difference. Again, it was really the efficiency. What it's called 3rd down and the sacks that were the huge difference. 6-1 sack ratio will probably lose your games, and obviously they had the ball for a lot more than the Titans, and obviously that's how they won the game. Ravens offensively, I said 2 less drops. I think they might have had only 1. Lamar, he didn't have 3 total touchdowns. He had 1. And obviously, Justice Hill was getting a good amount of touches. He didn't fumble the football. Offensively, I think they played a pretty solid game. Obviously, they could have been better. But, yeah, they played a pretty good game. Defensively, no big plays on 50-50 balls. They were good there. Don't let Derek Craig take over. He did at some points. And, yeah, they did get a lot of pressure. Defensively, I wouldn't say it was a picture-perfect game, but they definitely had a really good game. 5 pluses. I honestly give them 4. But, yeah, that was not the best game I've seen from them, but they definitely had a good game. Time for the Titans defense. All right, Titans offensively, they didn't give Derrick Henry enough touches. Obviously, Ryan Tannehill was really bad, and they did not score 25-plus points. Again, efficiency-wise, they were really bad. They did get some big plays, so at least they had that. But, yeah, offensively, it was definitely a rough game. 5 minuses, but, again, they did get big plays, so I'll give them that. Defensively, make Lamar run to the outside to get yards. He did. Under 30 points allowed, and contain the crossers on 3rd. Actually, they did have a couple of problems with there, especially the shallow ones. I wouldn't say it's the worst performance I've seen from this defense by any means this season, but they definitely didn't have a great game. I'll honestly give them like 2 minuses. That's all I got for the honestly 3 minuses. They were bad on 3rd down. That's all I got for the Titans, guys. Now let's get to the next game. Panthers and Dolphins again. It was kind of as expected. At least the Panthers got out to a little bit of an early lead.
Day in Miami, 87 degrees with single-digit winds for the Carolina Panthers and the first place Miami Dolphins. As a sophomore at Alabama, Chenault out of the backfield, left as he threw, downfield it goes, it's caught by Thielen. Hubbard, good block in there, Cade Mays, he's got the touchdown with a, Wharton a block, in the end zone, touchdown, Thielen. 2nd down and goal for Tua, Mostert is back there, Lamb a block, it's Mostert, blocked by Smythe. Touchdown, Miami! Mostert. Miami's ball, Mostert getting a block from Hill. He explodes and spins and drives. There he goes. In gold, here they come. There he goes. Tua. Caught. Touchdown. Waddle. The back. Tua, 3rd and 6. He's 12 of 16. Oh! He's got it. He's got it. Touchdown. With a field goal, no good from 43. Meant the back, Lamb the block, the throw. It's caught by Hill. Look at him, he's slippery, rocketing his way, slaloming out of bounds.
By the Dolphins today.
It's good. 2nd and goal, Mostert diving, touchdown. Mostert. He outraces Boucher. He hurdles. Today. Mostert, touchdown, Miami. Here, chosen it's in, that's picked off, and this may be a Troy Hill pick 6, and it is. Hill takes it to the house. Yeah, that's a shame to see that this late in the game. 3rd and goal, Ahmed looking for a block, and he got it from Hill. He tries to cross, hit the pylon, got it.
scare, of course, going up 14-0 after the first quarter, but then the Dolphins did settle in and scored. What was it? I think it might have been like 5 touchdowns unanswered on the next 6 drives. Something like that. Panthers, of course, are still the the last winless team in the league. They are now 0-6. Dolphins, of course, go to 5-1. They played some cupcake opponents, but next week that'll change, of course, going against the Eagles. They are home, though. Looking at it, no, wait, they're actually on the road. My bad about that. Bryce Young went at 23 of 38, though, 217 and a touchdown. But he was okay. Obviously, he got sacked a lot, but he had a couple good first drives. Chuba Hubbard, 19 for 88 and a touchdown. He had a couple of long runs, which helped him out. But yeah, he had a decent game. Adam Thielen, I'm kind of mad I didn't put him in fantasy. He had like 30 points, but he was good. I won't say great, though. He did have some other chances. But 11 of 115 and a touchdown, obviously. DJ Shark had 3 for 26. Again, outside of Adam Thielen, there really is another receiver on the team that can really do crap. So, yeah, that's kind of what happened. Defensively, C.J. Henderson honestly had one nice play and then was booty cheeks after that. Dante Jackson should get cut. He, after that, I think tore his ACL, something like that, and he's been just slow as heck since there. Matthias Farley actually played okay. Frankie Louvu is just a tackling machine. Deion Jones, still bad in coverage, even though he's supposed to be good. Troy Hill, of course, with that pick 6, but, yeah, not so great for this defense. They didn't even get a sack. Dolphins-wise, Tua did his thing, 21 of 31, 262, 3 touchdowns, was very clean. Of course, Mike White had the pick 6. Raheem Mostert ran over them at 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. Salmon Ahmed also a touchdown. Chris Brooks, I would not be surprised if he gets some carries next week, especially considering the fact that Raheem Mostert will get absolutely popped by some of those linebackers of the Eagles. Tyreek Hill, 6 for 163, touchdown. Of course, he had a couple of big plays, but yeah, he was really good. Jalen Waddle was serviceable, 7 for 51 and touchdown. And Braxton Berrios also had a couple of nice plays. Raheem Mostert also got a touchdown. He's like, how many touchdowns did he have this season? Like, he had at least 10. Maybe not 10, something like that. What's it called? David Long Jr., Bradley Chubb were both pretty good. Of course, he had a sack. Christian Wilkins had 2 sacks, and Zach Sealer also had a sack. They did get a good amount of pressure. You'd think more than actually that. After that, though, I mean, the secondary wasn't great at covering over the middle for sure. They're putting a lot of outside leverage. No one really got burned, though, so, I mean, I guess that's good. They didn't miss too many tackles either. Stats-wise, yeah, they had a lot more yards. The Dolphins, again, they just, again, ran over them, had the, again, I wouldn't say the Panthers rushing attack was that bad, though. They actually had the ball longer, too. Again, it was just really the 4-0 sack ratio, and, yeah, the Dolphins just had a lot more big plays. And for the Panthers offensively, no turnovers in the first half. I think they might have had one. No, honestly, I don't even know if they did. Let Bryce throw again and 20-plus points. The 20-plus points did happen. Bryce did have, again, a 38-plus throws was good. But, yeah, they just, again, couldn't really hit him with the Dolphins. I like the way they started. I think they will win a game eventually. But, yeah, going into the bye, they got a lot of stuff to fix, especially that offensive line, which means I'm honestly going to give them, like, 2 minuses. I really actually don't think they played that terrible for, like, maybe 3 minuses because, like, they did start out well. Defensively, 15-plus stops on the inside pistol sets against the run. They actually weren't too bad against it. I think they might have given up, like, 2.5 yards per expected. So, they were expected to have 5 yards per carry on that play, but I think they, like, it was 2.5. So, they were actually good there. Don't give Jalen and Tyreek any holes for catch and run plays. They gave him, like, every single play. It was really bad. Again, the corner sucked. And let Tua have some time to get to his third read. He did. He hit the throws. Like, yeah, the Panthers defense, they didn't really show up. At least the first drive they did. But, yeah, they're going to get, like, 5 minuses. You can't give up 42 points to win. Now, let's look at the Dolphins. All right, Dolphins offensively, they did score 30-plus. I mean, it was a normal game. 4 pluses. Again, they didn't play great. They didn't play terrible. They did their thing. Dolphins defense, commit to getting after Bryce early. Yeah, they did. Jump on the flats underneath. They did struggle with that early against some linebackers just kind of lazy getting there. And Miles Sanders, I don't even know what the heck happened there. Defensively, I'll honestly give them like a plus. I don't think they played that great actually, but again, you've seen worse games from them. Now let's look at the next game. Here we go. Seahawks and Bengals. Highlights.
JB, great matchup today at Paycor Stadium. The Bengals trying to build on last week's performance, hosting Seattle. A healthy Joe Burrow.
Get an interference call on this one, and he did.
First and goal from the 1, handoff. Walker takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. Burrow from the gun. Rifles. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd.
Means you don't have to hold your blocks quite as long.
Burrow airs it out, coming back for it, Jamar Chase. Flag on the play, spin move by Chase, bonus yards after the grab. Fake it, Burrow sells it, buying time, Burrow waiting, throws, touchdown! 55 yards away.
Their last 2 drafts and that young talent.
Burrow stays on his feet, he's reversing field, buying more time. Joe Burrow, sideline toss. San Francisco. 2nd and 5. Burrow, timing routes. Intercepted. And goal, back it up to the 18. Smith. Floats it up. Intercepted. 23-yard attempt, trying to cut it to 1. He hits. 2nd and 9. Smith in the pocket, hangs in there, throws it. Picked off. Lunging interception, Taylor Britt. For Evan McPherson, trying to extend the Cincinnati lead. Adamitis, snapper, Robbins holds it. 52-yarder. Dead solid for Geno Smith. Smith pulls the trigger, hooks up with Metcalf down the sideline. 4th and goal. Smith, pump. He's dumped. Smith, step, dials it up. Caught Tyler Lockett down at the 10. Motion man Metcalf. Smith, hit as he throws. B.J. Hill, and it's over.
And the Bengals win their 2nd straight, and yep, I do think they'll win the AFC North. Going into the bye, of course, with this 3-3 record, huge for them. Offensively, they disappeared in the second half. There's nothing else against it. Like, they scored 3 points, and even then, they really didn't score 3 points. Seahawks, on their hand, they do go to 3-2. But yeah, fall to 3-2. But yeah, again, they didn't play a bad game per se. Defensively, they were actually really good in my opinion. But yeah, offensively, it was definitely a rough game. Again, they got what is it called? Who the heck are they playing next week? Cardinals. They should be good. We'll have to wait and see. Geno was interesting. He had a lot of throws you asked him to. He did a really good job at reading reading the safety's eyes. But which sounds weird, but you'll understand. Whatever. But more into it, obviously the interception on the one of them was contested. The other one was terrible. Like DK completely gave up on the route. Again, it was just not a good throw to start out with. But Geno, again, a little inconsistent with reading the safety, but overall I do think he did a good job. Like again, 2 picks were bad, but he did again almost 4. But outside of some of those throws, I actually think I like what I saw there. The running game was just not very just not really there. Kenneth Walker 2 good runs, but outside of that, the holes were small. Tyler Lockett had a pretty good game, 6 for 94. DK Metcalf, of course, got hurt, caught that bomb. JSN was in and out. Jake Bobo had 1 nice catch. Outside of that, though, again, none of the tight ends really did much. Defensively, Quandre Diggs was basically playing linebacker this game. Jordan Brooks missed a lot of tackles. Jamal Adams, again, he made some plays, but he really wasn't doing a ton. The Marlon Witherspoon, I like what I saw. Who extra slot? Where is he? I'm going slow right now. Tariq Woolen, he was okay. Jerron Reed had a sack, same with Boyd Mafe. Trey Brown, he had a pick, but he did struggle against Tyler Boyd a little bit. And obviously Draymond a little bit. Draymond Jones, of course, had a sack too. And Jason Myers did 2 field goals. Stats-wise for the Bengals, though, Joe Burrow didn't do anything special. 25 for 35, 25 touchdowns, interception. Threw the ball after once. The running game was not good. Just everything about it. Jamar Chase caught that 1 nice pass downfield. Tyler Boyd had a lot of catches underneath, but he was getting open, of course, with the touchdown too. And Andre Isovias, what the heck it is, he caught a touchdown. Defensively, though, I don't really know where to start. I don't think they played bad. I think Taylor Britt played a really good game, 7 tackles and an interception, but the pressure was not consistent enough at all. Yeah, they had 4 sacks, but it was all over the place. They did come up clutch in the end, but I do think, again, T.J. Turner not playing his best football. Then now Mike Hillen and Cam Taylor-Britt did pick up a lot of slack. But I would say this Chidobe Awuzie did not play his best football. I like what outside of that, though. I think this defense overall did a pretty good job. Stats-wise, I mean, team stats, again, Seahawks a lot more yards. You saw, the red zone offense was putrid. Again, the offensive line definitely was worth the Seahawks. Again, 2-1 turnover ratio did have a pretty big difference in this outcome of the game. Obviously, though, the Seahawks did outgame them by a pretty good margin. Bengals, your offense did have a rough week, but Seahawks defense did step up, so at least you have that. But yeah, 3-3 going into the bye, that's pretty good for them. Obviously, this snaps the Seahawks 3-game losing streak. Geno did not throw out of his mind in the 4th quarter. He threw some bad passes. Tyler Lockett got close to 100 yards. DK didn't even sniff the end zone. Kenneth Walker got close to 20 carries. Offensively, it was just a rough day. I'll give them 4 minuses. Again, they just could not convert in the red zone. I don't care what type of offense you have. You can't convert in the red zone. You have turnovers like that, you're not going to be a very good team. Defensively, don't get cooked by Jamar. They kind of did not really, though. Draymond Jones was good. They did keep him under 30. Defensively, I don't think, again, they had a pretty inconsistent day at the offense overall, but I'm going to be honest, I'll probably give them an equal sign. Again, they had some really good moments, some really bad moments, but overall, they only gave 2 and 14 yards. You just can't ask much more than that. Alright, for Cincy, Joe Burrow, 30-plus pass attempts, he threw 35 times. Joe Mixon was not good. I don't think it was all his fault. He was getting hit in the backfield a lot, but also, like, come on, bro. You gotta be better. Jamar Chase, yeah, he probably got 10 targets. They did not put up 35 points. That was definitely for sure. Offensively, again, they kind of disappeared in the second half. Again, they didn't really get many big plays either. Again, I think it was just the fact that T. Higgins really just didn't show up. He hasn't been good all year. I'll show you his numbers. I don't think, does he even have 100 yards? He has 14 catches for 149, getting the 2 touchdowns against the Ravens. So, yeah, T. Higgins is really not showing up so far this year. Offensively, I don't know. It was like a bleh game. I'm honestly giving them like a, I don't know, a plot. No, I'm going to give them an equal sign. They honestly, I won't give them minus because Joe Burrow at least was somewhat efficient. But, yeah, that was not a pretty game. Defensively, 7+ pressures in the fourth quarter. They definitely got that. 140 rushing yards. Yep, 124 points line. They did everything I asked. I would say this, though, again, a little inconsistent with pressure. But overall, they were good in the fourth quarter. 6 pluses. Now let's get the Colts and Jags. Yeah, Gardner Minshew did not do his revenge game. Here we go. Highlight time.
All right, JB, it's a gorgeous 70-degree day here in northeastern Florida, where today we're going to get a blast from the past as Gardner Minshew. Gay, who has been money in the bank for the Colts, 23 consecutive road field goals. First and goal, Lawrence from the gun, hands Etienne in, touchdown. Bakes to the air, he's set. Football is loose. Jacksonville has it, and right on cue. Might be hoping that's not a bad omen here. This is Etienne. He's got some daylight. Etienne breaking free. He's going to score. In the room, the offensive room is just so positive right now. No diva-like players that he's got to contend with. How about this play? Ingram with a one-handed snatch.
Take advantage of that.
That was Jonathan Taylor in motion. Here he is, first down and more. Taylor's got some open real estate. Inside. But boy, got a little help there from Devin Lloyd. 2nd and 10. He steps up in the pocket, and here it is. It is picked. Andre Cisco. One of the best games of his career last week. Lawrence has a shot wide open. Christian Kirk, touchdown. Earlier this season, good snap, good hold.
Bring pressure.
Minshew feels the pressure. It's caught one-handed. Alec Pierce. Minshew fresh set it down. Wobbling pass intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins. Signing in free agency. 10th-year kicker. All the experience he has. This one good. On 3rd and goal. Lawrence near side. Touchdown. Gardner Minshew in his old stomping grounds looking for a play right here. 4th down pass to the end zone. Caught. Trying to resurrect his career. Lawrence's pass is intercepted. Boy, really the first mistake. On 4th and 5, Minshew intercepted in the end zone.
Takeaways against the Colts.
Minshew on 1st down, trying to atone for some of the poor throws. How about this one? A gem to Kylan Granson. Handoff here. This is Moss. Touchdown. Keep it at best. Still to a 2-score game. Has McManus on from 49 yards out. Minshew trying to keep their hopes alive. On his lower leg at the end of that game, but everything turned out okay. 51-yard field goal attempt here for McManus, and his perfect.
And the Jags make it, what is it, 10 straight years with a win against the Colts in Jacksonville. Yeah, they blew them out. Like, there's no way around it. This game was a complete butt smacking. They were 31-6 in the third quarter. Of course, that's 3 straight wins for the Jags. We'll see. Again, they'll wait. Are they on the bye next week? Let me think. Again, 1 sec. No, wait. Who are they playing? Oh, yeah, they're playing the Saints on Thursday night. Of course, yeah, they blew them out, but then again, like, Trevor Lawrence got hurt, so we'll see what happens. The good news is it's a very short trip over to New Orleans for Thursday night, so see what happens there. Obviously, Colts on your hand fall to 3-3. They'll probably win next week anyway. Again, I think they're like, what are they? 2-. Yeah, they were actually really. I think they're like 2-1 or something, like following a loss. They're actually pretty good there. Again, Colts are probably still hanging in there, but this game they fell in the battle for first place in the AFC South. Gardner Minshew, all means was a gunslinger in this game. 2 of the interceptions were horrible. One of them was a tip pass, which I honestly don't even think he could have done anything about because he did have the receiver open. Gardner Minshew, 33 of 55, a ton of attempts, 329. The running game was bad. Zach Moss, like 7 carries. They were down for most of this game. You kind of expected that. But yeah, 3 picks from Gardner Minshew obviously didn't help. Also a fumble. John Taylor, he had one huge reception for like, I don't know, and then he had a couple other bad ones. But efficiency-wise, the volume of this offense in the passing game was not that great. Michael Pittman and Kylan Granson also got some nice plays. Michael Pittman Jr. had a pretty productive game, all things said. Josh Downs obviously got the touchdown. But yeah, offensively, it was not a good day. Meanwhile, defensively, again, I just think they weren't that good in the red zone. They didn't really stop the run either, like all things said. Juju Brents was good, though. 5 tackles in a pick. The pressure was somewhat consistent. Obviously, they made Trevor roll a lot, but I do think the scramble drill, this secondary was a lot more undisciplined than we're used to seeing. Julian Blackman can more specifically there. Matt did a 2 field goals, though. Jags-wise, Trevor, again, they were good in the red zone. I think they were like, 3-3, something like that. Trevor Lawrence had 20, 30, 181, 2 touchdowns and a pick. The pick was not good, but, like, he was pretty normal outside of that. Yeah, I see the run game wasn't, again, number-wise, it wasn't efficient for Travis Etienne. When you watched it in the red zone, he was running all over them. Stats-wise, again, Christian Kirk led him with 349 and a touchdown. Calvin Ridley was non-existent, but I mean, Evan Ingram made a couple of catches, but yeah, Brendan Strange also caught a touchdown. But no one really did anything in the receiving game. Defensively, Voice Luakon, best fantasy linebacker in the league. I don't know else to put it like that. He just keeps making plays. What is it called? Darius Williams, Rayshon Jenkins, Honor Cecil, all picks. Yeah, they just got pressure and made Gardner Minshew throw the ball in places that you knew we couldn't. Brendan McManus also had 3 field goals. That's why, again, the Colts did obviously have more yards. Like, the Jags really didn't move the ball that much. 4-1 turnover ratio, again, huge difference in this game. Outside of that, though, both teams were very similar in the way they played a lot of sloppy plays. But yeah, Jags obviously took advantage of the turnovers, and yeah, that's why they blew them out. All right, Colts offensively, Gardner needs to get his revenge. I mean, he did throw for over 300 yards. He did throw a touchdown, but it was no game-winning touchdown run yet. That was rough watching there. I gotta give him like 4 minuses. You're not gonna turn over the ball that much. The run game's got to be, honestly, 5 minuses. The run game's got to be better. At least, yeah, Gardner slung the ball around. Defensively, under 20 points allowed, no. Keep Travis Etienne inside the numbers, don't get to the outside. Don't get cooked by Calvin Ridley. At least they didn't give that. Again, the corners, I actually think, they played pretty well. Again, scramble drill, not as much, but at least, again, they did a decent job at all things said, but obviously, you can't be that, like, give up that many points in the red zone and stuff. Yeah, Lennell took at the Jags. And for the Jags, yeah, they did throw the ball a lot to Evan Ingram underneath. A couple of those were nice plays. 8+ targets for Calvin Ridley. I think they might have gotten, like, 4 or 5. Something like that. Travis Etienne Jr. did not have a big play, but he had a couple of nice runs. So, overall, honestly, offensively, it was not it's not even how you pronounce it. Or, I mean, spell it. Etienne. There we go. I don't know what to give him, because I honestly don't think, I'll give him 3 or 4 pluses, because they played well in the red zone. Just, again, like, you didn't expect that. Defensively, they were getting pressure, they didn't actually blitz that much on third. Zach Moss did nothing, they didn't give him over 15 points. Honestly, I don't think it was their best game, but I do think, again, forcing 4 turnovers is something else. They've been forcing a lot of turnovers. I'll give them, honestly, 5 pluses. Yeah, the secondary, again, overall wasn't particularly great, but again, when you force 4 turnovers, there's nothing else you can say, like, other than good job. Now let's look at Commanders Falcons.
JB, the roof is closed at Mercedes-Benz Stadium as the Falcons and Commanders meet for the 3rd consecutive season. This one is right down the middle. Ritter pulls it out of the end zone for Pitts. Touchdown! Across the 35. There he goes. Crowder beats the punter. Can he get there? He cannot. Tripped up from behind. It's a fake to Gibson. He walks it in for a touchdown. For that man. 1st and goal. Howell over the middle. Caught and touchdown. On the board. 3rd down and 7. Atlanta 4 for 8 in the first half. And intercepted. Fuller. He's got a wide open man. That's Robinson. Walker's ahead. Inside the 10. 5. Touchdown. Ritter. Play action. He's got a wide open man. Smith bobbles it, but he's got it for a touchdown. 10:25 to go. Falcons get the football back. A flag is down. Free play for Ritter. Going to take a shot for London. And London fighting for it. He's got it. Play clock at 1 again.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Ritter on the slant. Intercepted.
advantage of Desmond Ritter's implosion to knock off the the Falcons 24-16. Obviously, they built 14-point lead in, I think it was the third quarter. No, it was the second quarter. And yeah, they kind of rode that to the end. No, it was definitely the second half. Whatever though. Let's put it this way. Sam Howell was very conservative. He did have 3 touchdowns. A lot of his throws were over the middle. A lot of them were easy, nice, good, high probability throws. The ones on the outside were ugly. That's like 5 incompletions. He almost threw in a pick, but a lot safer than you're used to seeing from him. Obviously, the running game was just absolutely non-existent again. Brian Robinson Jr. did have a couple of hard front runs there, but they weren't really interested in that. Honestly, offensively, they didn't do too much. Tim McLaurin had a pretty solid game, 6 for 81. Obviously, 2 touchdown for Brian Robinson Jr., Curtis Samuel, and Antonio Gibson. Defensively, there's really not much to talk about in terms of the defensive line. They got their normal pressure. Casey Tuo, of course, had 2 big sacks. The stars though, again, yeah, Jamie Davis goes to the other side. There was a lot of nice scheme plays though. Again, they kind of use there's all the 4 beasts they have there to the advantage. Obviously, like Montez Sweat and Chase Young really didn't do too much, but you'll see it in film. Like they had a big impact. Jonathan Allen obviously did his thing, and obviously Duron Payne had a lot of nice plays. What it's called? They had Jamie Davis probably most overall around the game playmaking wise. Had an interception to Benjamin St. Just and Kendall Fuller. They were just like pouncing on every single throw that Desmond threw. Speaking of that, 3 for fourth quarter second half interceptions. The red zone one was probably the worst where he threw it off his back foot. I mean, that was just like you could see it from a mile away. The run game continues to have its struggles, at least since they went to London. Outside of that though, I mean, Drake London had a huge game, 9 for 125. Again, basically one kind of gift catch. Kyle Pitts was somewhat productive, 4 for 43 and a touchdown. Johnny Smith also 4 for 36 and a touchdown. First touchdown since 2020, so good for him. But yeah, just a complete just abomination from Desmond Ridder in the red zone. That's kind of the difference here. Stats wise though, for the defense, Nate Landman led him with 6 tackles. Caden Ellis was missing a lot, but he did have 4. Calais Campbell also had a sack. They actually had a good amount of pressure, to be honest, but it was really the fact that again they penetrated a lot, and the secondary just kind of sat back there and asked them to complete Sam Howell to make the throws. The Falcons did over 400 total yards of offense. 36 to 23 minutes of passing being those 3 picks from Desmond Ridder. Also the fact that let's be honest, they just kind of sold the game. That's kind of why they lost. Alright, Commanders offensively, 9+ targets for Antonio Gibson. I don't think he got that many. He got a couple though. 20+ touches for Brian Robinson Jr. Yup, Sam Howell was making things happen in the backfield. He got sacked a lot though. So honestly, offensively, I'll give them a plus. They were pretty good in the red zone. They didn't choke the game away like the Falcons did. Yeah. Defensively, they did keep them under 20 points on 925 minutes of possession and get 4+ sacks and third down. They did get some decent pressure. I just think the fact that, again, they were kind of disciplining coverage in the back end really did help. And the fact, Drake London had a pretty big day, but outside of that, they kind of held the cap to the rest of the offense. So for that reason, I will give them 3 pluses. Good bounce back day. Honestly, I'm going to give them 4. Again, 3 picks is 3 picks. Time for the Falcons. And meanwhile, for Atlanta, they did run the ball somewhat. Again, Bijan was, pretty good to get 8 total yards. Matt Collins did get a couple targets. Desmond was not dropping that 3 back. Again, it was 1-2. It was 1-2 throw it, which again worked out a couple of times, but the tackles again, the Falcons tackles again, really out of rhythm. Jake Matthews had some drafts. I'm probably a false start, whatever though. And obviously, Khalil McGarry had a pretty rough day. So offensively, I don't think it was again the worst by any means. They had 400 total yards, but yeah, they had some really bad drives. For that reason, I'll have to give them 3 minuses. Again, you can have 400 total yards. If you only put up 16 points and just basically kind of sell the game. That's what's gonna happen. 3 picks from Desmond Ridder does not help either. Defensively, jump on the quick slants somewhat. Don't have Brian Robinson did break out of the back a couple times, and of course Antonio Gibson didn't do too much in the receiving game against them. So defensively, they kind of just did their meh game. I don't think they played that bad, honestly. Eagles on, they didn't really do anything crazy, but again, they didn't really lose the game either. So yeah, defensively they just kind of there. Yeah, nothing special. Now let's look at the Saints and Texans. This game was pretty entertaining.
The Saint getting better goes up against a rookie quarterback setting records for the Texans.
From 52 yards away, it's out there, and just off the screen is a receiver. Stroud from the pocket fires, and it's intercepted! The first of his career! Zach Braun! This is a Stroud rush for a touchdown, no. Floating one for the end zone, and caught! Dalton Schultz with a Texan touchdown! With Carr. 24-yard field goal
Texans bounced back with a 2013 win over the Saints, of course, who falls 3-3. Yeah, let's put it this way. This was not in exactly the most, I won't say efficient, but the most pretty, but yeah, it was a pretty entertaining game. Saints, who they got, again, quick turnaround. They playing Thursday night. Thank God they're playing close. Texans, on the other hand, they got a bye week, so I guess that's good going into the bye 3-3. No one really expected that. Derek Carr was good, not great though. 32 of 53, 53 touchdown interception. Of course, that threw that couple bombs to Rashid Shaheed, who had a massive game, 2 for 85 touchdown. But yeah, the pick was not good, obviously. And yeah, in the red zone they did struggle. Alvin Kamara was not efficient, but yeah, I do think he had a pretty good game. Chris Olave with 7 for 96 was productive. Michael Thomas honestly didn't have his best game, but 5 for 45 was somewhat good. Defensively though, Marshall Lattimore 6 tackles. Yeah, whatever. Demarion Davis had a sack and 4 tackles. Again, pretty good. Pete Warner missed a couple tackles, but I don't think he was too bad. Carl Granderson had a sack. Did struggle with those double teams, though. Kalen Sanders, 3 tackles. Alontae Taylor was actually not very good in coverage, but he did save some touchdowns a couple times. And also, Zach Bond had an interception. Blake Gruber did miss 2 field goals. Probably the difference in this game. Texans-wise, C.J. Stroud was not accurate through his first career pick, but ran his butt off and kind of just got this team into like spots that they could succeed. Damian Pierce again still struggles with efficiency, but at least Devin Singletary picked that up, and they did have a pretty solid rushing attack for the first time this season. Nico Collins 4 for 80 kind of woke up after a tough week last week, and obviously Dalton Schultz 4 for 61 touchdown was also a pretty good receiver. Noah Brown also had a nice play for a big play, and obviously Robert Woods caught a touchdown. Defensively, there's nothing really again. Like a lot of these teams, honestly, there were some notable parts. First off, Sheldon Rankins and Malik Collins are very underrated pass rushing duo up the middle. Sheldon Rankins did wake up. Jimmy Ward, Jalen Petrie were both very active. Blake Cashman had a very nice play, and obviously 9 total tackles as well. Steven Nelson also had a pick, and yeah, that was kind of about it for that. Team stats wise, Saints 430 yards. They did more yards, obviously. Again, a lot more explosive, to be honest, there. 2-to-1 turnover ratio. Again, 2 missed field goals by Blake Gruber made a big difference in this one. Also, the Texans just kind of were, I won't say better on third down, but they had a bit more crucial third down conversions. And for New Orleans, Saints offense, they didn't have 8, they had 6. They did have some good runs by Alvin Kamara, though. I don't think they had 3 first downs, though. Michael Thomas did have a couple targets, and they didn't, no, I think they gave a couple sacks. Offensively, it was kind of a frustrating game. I don't think it was their worst by any means, though. Again, Blake Gruber did miss some field goals. I'll give them 2 minuses, though. Defensively, they did actually do, honestly, short yard situation, they weren't very good. C.J. Stroud, they did get after. Obviously, don't get Damian Pierce only had really 1 hole where he could run it. Defensively, it was kind of all over the place. I'm gonna honestly give them a minus just because they were kind of inconsistent. Now let's look at the Texans. And for the Texans, C.J. can step up a little more. Yeah, he did do a couple of those. I think that's how they got a couple of big plays. Obviously, Damian Pierce did not have 4 yards per carry, but I think he was a little better this week at least. And they did have a couple of big plays too. So offensively, again, a little inconsistent, but I'll give them 3 pluses. They did figure it out. Defensively, again, they phenomenal Sheldon Rankins and Malik Collins. They had 2 sacks, but again, at the end of the game, they clutched up. I'll give them 3 pluses. So all I got for this game, though. Let's get the Vikings Bears.
Week 6 of the NFL season finds us in Chicago as the Bears host the Minnesota Vikings. Kick on the way, and it is good. And Santos remains perfect this year. This one will go inside the upright. And kickers have all the points to 1st and 10. Cousins under pressure. What the hell? Jumping on it is T.J. Edwards. 53-yarder, career long for Santos is 55. This one is right down the gut. Cousins. And it's intercepted. From the gun. That way is jumped in the air. It's intercepted. It is picked up by Jordan Hicks.
right, the Vikings get back on the winning end, obviously, knocking off the Bears 19-13. It is their second straight what is called road win of the season. Yeah, this game was ugly, and it was definitely one of a tank bowl, but I will at least say the Vikings really aren't tanking just yet. The Bears, they might be going into one. Either way, though, yeah, the Vikings next week. Who the heck are they playing? Give me a sec. No. Oh wait, no wait. Oh, they're playing no, I got the Niners on Monday night. Okay, Bears and they're playing the Raiders at home, so that should be okay. Either way, though, Kirk Cousins, he was kind of just like Kirk Cousins, just not really the numbers. 21 of 31, 181 and a touchdown. Didn't throw for too many yards, obviously, without Justin Jefferson, but yeah, he kind of made do. The running game was just not very good. Cam Akers got 1 carry. T.J. Hockenson was somewhat good, not great though. Obviously, it was for 6 for 50. K.J. Osborne 448. Jordan Addison did not look like a number 1, but he did catch a touchdown at least. Defensively, Cameron Bynum was awesome. He had 9 tackles. Didn't really do much in coverage, but it was okay considering he didn't really give anything up. Daniil Hunter 6 tackles and 2 sacks was good. Jordan Hicks also had 5 tackles, 5 assists, really good on those run stopping. He also had a pick. Who had the scoop and score? I think it might have been Curtis Tunga. Someone had a scoop and score. Byron Murphy Jr. forced the pick, as well as Jordan Hicks again. And as well, Harrison Phillips also had a sack, as well as DJ Wanham. So yeah, you got to put it all together. They had a pretty good defensive performance. Obviously, Greg Joseph did miss 1 field goal. Bears wise, Justin Fields was pretty bad when he started. He get sacked like 4 times. It was pretty bad. Tyson Bagent came in and threw a lot of ducks, and yeah, that's how I'll put it. The running game was not great, but it could have been worse. I mean, like, the numbers don't look terrible, but it could have been better. No one really did much in the receiving game. I mean, Donovan Lee had 1 really cool catch and run, and DJ Moore 551, but that was about it. Defensively, it was kind of a rough game overall, just like the way they the ups and downs of the game, but they weren't bad per se. I mean, like, yeah. Eddie Jackson had a tackle. He was good in coverage. Then he got hurt, obviously. Jaquan Brisker had half a sack. TJ Edwards really had their only big play. He had a sack and 6 tackles. Carol Samuels did his 2 field goals, though. Team stats-wise, neither team had over 300 yards. Again, it was a very good defensive performance, kind of like similar to that 20 game they played on Monday Night Football. Bears had the ball for a lot longer, though. You could definitely tell watching the game. Again, 1 of 3 turnovers show, though. Again, the scoop and score, and as well the fact that they got that their offensive line played a lot worse. It's really the difference in this one, because the Vikings offense really didn't do anything. Alright, for the Vikings offensively, 30-plus rush attempts in the second half, not even close. Kirk did throw basically under 30 attempts. T.J. Hockenson did not have a huge game. Honestly, offensively, I'm going to give him, like, I don't know, 3 minuses. They didn't blow the game. They had one bad they had the one turnover, but outside of that, I really don't think, like, offensively, it wasn't a good game, obviously. But only 12 points, yes. Honestly, I'll probably give him 4 minuses. The run game wasn't good. Kirk wasn't that good. Yeah, it was just kind of a rough game, but again, they figured it out. Defensively, again, a little inconsistent, but yeah, Byron Murphy Jr. was good on DJ. They did force the Bears to run it, and they did take away Justin Fields' first 2 reads, and then of course Tyson Bagent came in and they took advantage of that. Defensively, they're actually kind of the reason they won this game. I'll give them 5 pluses. Now let's look at the Bears. All right, Bears offensively, Justin Fields did not execute very well. Actually got hurt. Figured out what how to get the run game going in a positive flow. They kind of did. DJ Moore did get a couple targets, and yeah, Justin actually wasn't on the field the whole game, so honestly, I don't think it's like the biggest deal. I'm just gonna give him like a minus because again, everyone got hurt, but they could honestly 2 minuses because like again with Tyson Bagent coming in first career like actual NFL action, you can't really like blame him for what happened per se. But yeah, it was not a good thing when he came in. Defensively, DeMarcus Walker got a couple pressures. I don't think he got 4. They did get some stops on 3rd down. Honestly, they definitely got 9. Eddie Jackson did play, but then got hurt. So honestly, defensively, I'll give them, like, I don't know, 2 pluses. Again, they really limited the Vikings yardage-wise, but I do think they could have made a couple more plays. It's really next step. Honestly, I'll give them 3 pluses. The Vikings, again, both defenses played well in this game. It's just that both offenses, which one would have been worse. And obviously, the Vikings made much less mistakes than the Bears. So, for this one, guys, time for the national game. Oh, boy, was this one a doozy.
We welcome you to Cleveland, Ohio, where the weather is dreary and the football should be fun today. On the fake, a little shovel. McCaffrey has room. Center step, breaks the tackle. McCaffrey in for the touchdown. 2nd down and 5. 4-man rush. Walker intercepted. Fred Warner. Warner taken down. Kick is no good.
This game, but you got it.
You've been waiting for that report all year. Marquise Goodwin on a little flip on an end around. Speed, and he gets taken down by Hufanga. Maybe this kick is up and hooking, and that is no good. And
quarterback sneak here by Bryant.
Yeah, they put him in a tight end. They're going to flip it to Hunt. He's got blocks. Kareem Hunt all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. Third down. Lost the football. It is loose. As you said, that ball. 3rd and 7. Blitz coming. Walker has it blocked. Lofting far sideline. Oh, what a catch! Amari Cooper. From 42. Kick is up, and that one is perfect. And we are tied. 4-man rush. Purdy slings it. Intercepted! Martin Emerson has it. Kick is perfect. Browns pressure on Walker. Throws bars out of it. Oh, it's picked off! Lenore's got it. Racing down the sideline, and he's decked out of bounds. Left side, cuts up the field. Flying towards the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nice snap. Kick is up, and it turns over. It's good.
Ideally, without a couple of these timeouts.
Yeah, this is Ford. Big hole. First down and more. Ford with a cut. Still going, and he's inside the 15. Kick is up and good. And Cleveland in front. Moody. No good.
Alright, yep, the Browns, they knocked off the Niners. I did say it in the power rankings. I'm like, I have a feeling that the Browns, they're going to do something this weekend. Something they did. Obviously, they didn't really win this game before, like, Jake Moody missed that field goal. But 49ers do fall to 5-1, their first loss of the season. They looked unstoppable the first 5 weeks, and yeah, they didn't look so unstoppable, obviously, offensively this week. The Browns, again, they moved to 3-2. They just have so much potential. If Deshaun Watson was in this game, probably would have won it by more. Either way, though, Brock Purdy came back down to earth for the first time, obviously. 15-game win streak for the 49ers ends. 10-0. Brock Purdy falls 10-1. First loss for him of his career. Niners will go again to Minnesota to play the Vikings next week. And the Browns, on Monday Night Football. Browns, on the other hand, who the heck are they playing? Yeah, who are they playing? I don't know who they're playing. No, wait, they're playing the Colts. Duh. Yeah. Let me get to that one. Where is it? There is it. Okay. Either way, though, Brock Purdy, again, he came down to earth. Like, he missed a lot of throws, and the ball was wet, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there's nothing around it. He left some clean pockets. He missed a lot of the throws. Like, not a good game. Obviously, the first pick of the season, too. Running game, just no one really did much. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, of course, is the one receiving touchdown on the flip pass. But outside of that, no one, again, the running game just wasn't there. Jordan Mason had the one touchdown run, though. Brandon Ayuk had some really nice catch and run plays. Of course, Deebo Samuel got hurt. That didn't help anything. And yeah, George Kittle, I don't know what happened there, but he didn't get enough targets. Defensively, where do I start? They really didn't play bad, per se. But, again, they had some drives. I'm like, yeah, I probably should have stopped the run better. The run fits weren't great overall the whole game. They got pressure, though. De'Amon Lenore and Fred Warner really the only offense throughout the whole game, I'm going to be honest with you. But, yeah, it was really, again, this defense, you can't really blame them for. Like, there's really nothing they didn't do, but, like, that well. Again, some run fits were off. But outside of that, like, just offensively, they kind of just disappeared. And, like, again, it was a lot of out-of-rhythm stuff. Jake Moody missing 2 field goals was also very crucial, too. Phil Blocker, or P.J. Walker, whatever you want to call him, I didn't even think he was going to start this game. I guess he did. 18-34, 192, 2 picks. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. He's going to throw for some yards, and that's what's going to happen. The running game overall was really good, though, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, Kareem Hunt, again, not very good yards per carry. Trent Ford has helped out a lot by some good, decent, long runs. But I'm going to be honest, yeah, this running game was better than I expected it to be. Defensively, Amari Cooper caught a bomb. That's kind of about it. No one else did much notable in the receiving game. Defensively, Roddy McLeod was really good. Martin Emerson Jr., honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if he was a first-team All-Pro after this game. He was ridiculous. Grant Delpit was also good over the top. Again, we're trying to stop the run. Grant Delpit was really good. Staying disciplined back there. JOK, 3 tackles and a sack was good. Tiano Takitaki also had a second. No one in the defense played bad. Like, you had to play team collective effort. Again, they put him out of rhythm. They made it hard for Brock Purdy to throw it over the middle, and as a result, you saw what happened. Like, they lost. Dustin Hopkins obviously missed 1 field goal, but whatever. Stats-wise, again, 334 yards for the Browns. They had more yards. Again, thoroughly outgained them. They had the ball longer, too, but yeah, again, 2 picks were kind of the difference there. But yeah, I'll be honest, yeah, the 49ers offense just got dominated by the Browns defense. They're legit. Yeah, again, they dig up 28 points to the Ravens, but let's be honest, like, DTR is not ready. Niners offense, I said run 30-plus plays with Deebo or Brandon in motion. They actually didn't even do that. They did not score 5 touchdowns. And yeah, obviously they didn't have a big run. I'm going to give them 6 minuses. Again, they at least got, like, again, they converted when they got chances, but they really struggled to move the football. It was a really first bad game offensively under Brock Purdy, so that's why I have to give them 6 minuses, but obviously it was their first loss. It was tough, but again, they did put themselves in a position to win the game in the end. Defensively, under 40+% third down against, they might have got that. Under 300 yards allowed, nope. Drake Jackson 1+ sacks, and it was really just the run fits, I think, defensively that hurt them. But I'm going to give them 2 pluses. I think they played a pretty similar game what you expected to. They could have been a couple better a couple times, but I really don't think there's anything like bad to say. Like, there's nothing notable. Like, they did their job. Time for the Browns. Browns offensively, the O-line's got to be downward unbelievable if they're going to keep up. They didn't have to keep up. They just did their thing. They didn't have 250 rushing yards, but they did have a good game. And the receivers were really good at winning those big plays. So offensively, I'm going to give them a plus. Again, it was not pretty at all with P.J. Walker, but for with the run game, what they expected there, honestly, I'll give them 2 pluses. Defensively, there's nothing else to say. They didn't get 5 sacks. The secondary was super aggressive, though. They were really good with pressure as well. There's nothing good you can't say about this. Like, again, yeah, they did have some plays, like, whatever. But, yeah, I'm going to have to give them, like, 8 pluses. Like, the team has not held the Niners like that. So, I got there, guys. Time for the NFL on CBS for Patriots and Raiders. Yeah, this game was not good.
This is the Super Bowl Stadium, February 11th on CBS. But meantime, it's Week 6 action. The New England Patriots.
Here he is. This one good.
Press, but you can't do it when you have all these different injuries.
2nd and 3. Ball's up in the air, and it's intercepted off the deflection. And 10, Munford at right tackle. It's a change there. As Garoppolo goes to the end zone, he's got his target for the touchdown. Jacoby Myers. Stretch now, 72-0 as Bourne breaks the tackle. Bourne is good. He's got speed. Field goal attempt, 43 total, and that kick by Rhineland is good. Jones rushed out on the run, intercepted right into the arms, and the kick is good. That's their first point. Snap coming to Zeke. Wildcats first. Will be his first touchdown as a Patriot. Going up and under. He's in for the touchdown. And I think they will. Picked up. Hoyer launches. Man is open. Down to the 20-yard line. What a throw. Trey Tucker with the catch. The Raiders have been inside the red zone 5 of their 6 drives and have managed only 1 touchdown. The field goal is good. It's just 24 yards for Carlson. Steps right into it. Dead center. Along with a touchdown. He does. Ramondre Stevenson. Jones. 5 yards deep, and this is safety. The safety by Crosby.
And the Raiders get their 2nd straight win at home, of course, knocking off the Patriots 21-17. It was really 19-17, but again, the safety happened. And yeah, the Patriots, their season's kind of over already, but yeah, they're 1-5. They lost 3 in a row. Their offense is so freaking bad. Yeah, this was a really bad game. Mac Jones, I'll at least say this. Again, the pick was really bad. The safety was really bad. But he did look somewhat competent on the underneath throws. He was going through his reads, hitting those throws at least. But Jesus, that pick was bad. Jesus, that safety was bad. This offense sucks. The running game, again, they didn't really run it enough, but it was just, it wasn't really there either, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, but this running game was not good. They should have ran the ball more than they did. Kendrick Bourne, 10 for 89, got a couple too many targets again. He's really their only receiver who's actually making plays, and even then, he's, like, not that crazy. Mike Gesicki can't block. I don't care what he does in the receiving game. And outside of that, no one else did anything. Like, again, they got the ball to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different guys, but still only can score 17 points. Defensively, everyone got hurt, so like there's really nothing else to say. Like, the secondary is so banged up. J.C. Jackson at least looked okay. Jabril Peppers, 7 tackles. Jelani Devine was like a freaking freight train. He had best probably career game, 6 tackles and an interception. Really sucked they lost this one though. Jonathan Jones, again, he's back. Again, I won't say he's back, but yeah, he was really the again. Him and J.C. Jackson honestly weren't too bad in this one. Again, they just had, without the guys you're used to having there off the edge, like the combination guys, like Josh Uche, did he even play? I swear he didn't play it. Without your starting edge rushers, also again without what is it called? Christian Gonzalez, you can just see this defense just doesn't have the same dynamic you're used to seeing. And speaking of the Raiders, Jimmy G was very average in this game. Then Brian Hoyer came out and threw a bomb to what is it called? Trey Tucker for a big gain. The running game was just simple, same old. Like Josh Jacobs, his 3 yards per carry is probably like under 3. It's pretty bad there. What it's called? Devontae Adams, think he got hurt in this one. Yeah, that was bad. Jacoby Myers got a touchdown. He's probably been their most like electric receiver so far this year. At least again, the only one about Devontae Adams, but Jacoby Myers been good too. Michael Mayer finally broke out too. Defensively, again, they just kind of just sat back and, like, I expected the Patriots to make mistakes, and obviously that's what happened. Trayvon Murray had an interception. The coverage wasn't actually that fantastic at all. They blew some coverages left and right, but obviously Mac Jones didn't get to it. Again, they got decent pressure, too. Defensively, they just did their job. And, what it's called, Dan Carlson won 4 field goals. Of course, 350 yards to 260. They had the ball longer, but it was, honestly, the third down, again, it was a very dead even game. Just again, the offensive line for the Patriots was, again, they could not get any pressure if you're on the Raiders, and also their offensive line continues to struggle with the injuries. And the fact that their scheme just sucks. Patriots did score more than 3 points, but they still stink. I'll give them, honestly, 4 minuses. Again, they did put themselves in a place that they could have a shot at winning this game. They just blew a lot of the opportunities. Again, much better than last week, at least, but still bad. Defensively, Josh Uche did not play. They did actually do a really good job against the run, though. I like that. Honestly, Juwan Bentley did he even play? I swear he didn't play. No, he played? Jesus. I did not see him on the field the whole game. Like, literally not for a minute. And then Kyle Duggar, he was kind of in the game. Not really. Again, honestly, defensively, I'll give them 2 minuses. They just didn't have the same juice, even though they did play a pretty okay game. Time for the Raiders. And for the Raiders, Josh Jacobs did get 30-plus touches and did absolutely nothing with it. Maybe not 30. Devontae Adams did a couple, got like 1 target and got hurt. They did score 20-plus, though. Offensively, it was like a fine game. They did, like, whatever. I'll give them 2 pluses. Like, yeah. Defensively, they didn't get 8-plus sacks. They didn't get pressure, though. They didn't get a shutout either. But, yeah, they did enough to win. Again, I'll probably give them, like, 4 pluses. No, not 3 pluses. Again, they just kind of sat back and asked the Patriots to make mistakes, and they obviously did. Raiders win their second straight. Yeah, they're somehow 3-3. Don't ask me how. But, yeah, that's all we got there, guys. Time for the Lions and Bucs. Probably the most enticing game of the week.
America's Game of the Week takes us to sunny and hot Tampa, Florida, as we get set for a couple of first-place teams squaring off. It is the 4-1 Detroit Lions. Fake off a pump, a deflection, and a pick. It belongs to Detroit. Will Harris ends up with the interception. Riley Patterson field goal try to get on the board. Defenses continue to make stands deeper in their own territories. This will be a 33-yard try for Chase McLaughlin, and he just snuck it in. Goff was protected. St. Brown has it. Needs to get to the 14-yard line, and he will. Craig Reynolds through the big block, and St. Brown works all the way downfield. Going to spread the Tampa Bay defense out. Here's Reynolds. Cuts it back to the inside for a big play. And he's into Tampa Bay territory inside the 40. And Patterson unable to connect on the opposite side of the field. Ooh, that one had a little bit of late hook. Goff looking deep, wants it all. Jamison Williams looking for the ball. Got it! Touchdown! Yeah, that time he drills it.
They knocked off the Bucs, who were looking to prove something, and obviously they did not. They've got, like, same old with that Bucs offense, at least so far this year. Lions moved to 5-1. They've won 4 in a row. They're legit. They're actually tied for first place in the NFC. I mean, #1 seed in the NFC. Obviously, they have a 2.5 game lead in the NFC East, West, North as well. But, yeah, if they beat the Ravens next week, yeah, I'll really start to take them serious. But Jared Goff was awesome, 30 of 44, 353, 2 touchdowns. He really didn't make many mistakes at all. Again, some of the throws he could have hit, but yeah, it was a really good game. Honestly, though, Craig Reynolds is going to get the MVP of this game. Obviously, he didn't have much of a good contribution as a runner or as a receiver overall, but he was decent. It was just a block he made for Amon St. Brown, who continues to be productive, really productive. That was just that was a crazy block. That's all I'll put it. After that, though, again, David Montgomery got hurt. Jameson Williams, of course, got the 45-yard bomb. That was a great deep ball track by him. That's probably his best attribute, at least at this point. Talk about how fast he is. That I think his deep ball track might be even better. You know, maybe next to Tyler Lockett if he can stop gambling. Josh Reynolds obviously did for 50, had a couple big plays. Again, St. Brown continued to have a huge days, 12 for 124 and a touchdown. Defensively, though, where do I really start? Again, they had a really good game. They've actually, I'm going to be honest, on film, they've looked, again, not questionable. People are going to say, oh, this Lions defense has improved. Like, statistically, yes, they have. And, like, their run fits are a lot better. But in coverage, they're just not that, like, they're kind of average. That's all I'll put. Like, they're guys who are getting open. It's just the fact that their pass rush is really taking a step up. I'll say that. And also the fact that teams really can't run on them. So, like, the guys in the secondary kind of know they're going to have to pass the ball. Their run fits are absolutely off the charts. You can't run the ball consistently against them because the big guys they have up front are going to win their one-on-ones so well at block shedding. And also the fact that, again, the linebackers don't miss tackles. Like, Alex Anzalone and, where is he? Jack Campbell were fantastic with their tackling today. Will Harris obviously had the pick. Again, Alex Anzalone led him and tackles. Chase Welker, Kirby Joseph were fantastic coming up as well. Defensively, it was a very good collective effort. Obviously, Matt Patterson did miss that one field goal, though. Bucs-wise, Baker was Baker. Like, missed a lot of throws, and of course the interception, but he was kind of like the only thing like getting this offense moving. Chris Godwin and Mike Evans were both okay. Obviously, Mike Evans not the greatest numbers, though. The running game continues to suck. They don't really have a guy on that offensive line who can really move anyone. Like, Nick Levert, please get him off the field. He cannot. He's just basically basically another guy. Basically, he's a roadblock. It is honestly probably hard for guys to get around him, but like he's not moving anywhere. Like Rashad White had no chance. Speaking of that, though, defensively, they were good overall, in my opinion. I don't think they were actually that bad, as bad as people might think. This defense has actually played really well this year. Joe Tryon, Elijah Cansey had sacks, as expected, though. The secondary overall did not have a great game. Again, what is called the yak yards they gave up in pursuit was not great. Ryan Neal's been sort of a bust for them so far. Outside of that, though, again, I really don't have much to say for this defense. They played a pretty sound game. Just a couple of the big plays they gave up. Stats-wise, again, the Lions had 380 yards to the Bucs only 250. Again, they just can't run the football. Neither team really ran the ball, though. 3-to-1 sack ratio, though, and yeah, the Lions had the ball a lot longer. Kind of the difference in this one. Lions offensively, Jared Goff did hit 250 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery basically didn't play. James Williams got his 4 targets, and they didn't hit 30 points. They scored 20. Offensively, again, they won 26 against Falcons. I think it was a very similar win in this game. I like what I saw. I'll give them 3 pluses. Defensively, though, Jack Campbell is good in coverage. Not as good. I don't think it was 65 rating against, but he was good. They did not miss many tackles, though. They were very sound, and they played a lot of outside leverage in the red zone as well. Looking when Bucs even got in the red zone. Defensively, it was a very, very good performance. It's kind of a clinic. I'll give them 7 pluses. Now let's look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker tried, I guess, but yeah, he was a little slow through his reads, and it was just the fact that again, like they couldn't run the football. Again, Baker could have played out of his mind. They probably still would have lost this game. Again, the Bucs offense, they just could not run the football. For that reason, though, I'll have to give him 4 minuses. The reason I'm not getting, honestly, 5. Yeah. Baker, again, he looked okay. It's just the fact you cannot win football games. You can't run the football. Defensively, though, no big plays. Yeah, they gave up big plays. Levante David was very involved in this game, though. Carlton Davis did have his struggles overall. Yeah, defensively, it was a little bit of an off game, but I don't think it was the worst thing I've saw from them. I'll give them 3 minuses. They were kind of bad on 3rd down. Big difference there. So, okay, there. Now let's get the Cardinals Rams. Here are the highlights.
We welcome you to America's Game of the Week from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. The Los Angeles Rams host the Arizona Cardinals. Inglewood, California native. Dobbs can't find anyone. Takes off. Dobbs picks up a 1st down. Still going.
Safety help on the passes wide receiver.
Here's Matt Prater, 55-yard attempt. 4. Stafford throws near side. Cooper Kupp. Kupp inside the 20.
Rams offense looks a little out of sync right now.
From the left hash, Brett Maher from 29 yards. Fields this punt at the 15.
Oh, fumble.
Not this time. Lost the football. Prater connection before the half. 27-yard attempt from the left hash. Prater from the 25. Stafford going deep, looking for Kupp. He's got it.
Unfortunate learning experience.
Maher from 35.
That game, man, look at him now. He's still getting active.
3rd down and 8. 10th play of the drive. End zone. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp.
Tailback.
There's Dobbs. Pass deflected and picked off by Christian Rosebowl.
Linebacker position, and they've been getting a lot of production there.
2nd and goal, Williams inside the 5 to the goal line. 2nd down and 7. Dobbs hit. Ball comes loose.
Rams first half wise, yeah, that was kind of rough. They were down 9-6, but I've scored 17 unanswered, 20 actually unanswered to pitch the second half shutout for the second time out of the 3 wins. And actually for the Rams, the Rams bounced back and won. They got crushed, huge game against Steelers next week. They win that one. Maybe we'll see what happens. Cardinals on the other hand fought to 1-5. I mean, they fought in this game, but yeah, you definitely saw the talent difference. But yeah, the Rams, obviously, all 3 wins they've had, again, fantastic one half. The other half wasn't so fantastic. And I'll be honest, if they want to beat the Steelers next week, they have to play 2 good halves, because, again, the Steelers will BS their way to a win if the opposite happens. Yeah, I'll start off with, again, the Cardinals. Josh Dobbs, through the air, he was, once again, he missed a lot of the throws. He did have a lot of open receivers. Like, the Rams coverage wasn't actually that good. But outside the pocket, he was much better than inside the pocket for sure. Again, the interception was on a tip pass. He had run them over for a touchdown. Yeah, not the greatest game. The running game, it was there, but they didn't really run it enough. Defense, again, Trey McBride, Michael Wilson, again, everyone was getting open. Again, Marquise Brown, he had a couple of touchdowns. Obviously, Kel Witherspoon did a couple really good job covering some of them. Then obviously the one on the toe tap, like that was a terrible throw by Josh Dobbs. Defensively, they were there, I guess. I mean, first half they were making plays in coverage. They made it hard for Matt Stafford. They were getting pressure, but you saw like the up front they were getting bullied in the second half. That's what I gotta say. Matt Prater was good too. Rams wise, Matt Stafford was kind of like his thing, like 15 of 24, 226 and a touchdown. Yeah, but the story is the second half running game. I haven't seen a Rams running game like this since like 2021. They haven't actually ran the ball for over 200 yards since the NFC division round in 2018. Yeah, it's been a long time. But Kyron Williams, 20 of 158 and a touchdown, huge second half. Cooper Kupp really the only guy doing much in the receiving game, 7 of 148 touchdown. Puka didn't get enough targets, obviously. We'll have to get back to that next week, obviously, too. But Matt Stafford throwing the ball 24 times and this happening is a really good sign. Defensively, where do I really start? They were actually at a really good game. Had 2 sacks from Jonah Williams and Byron Young. Aaron Donald had like at least 5 pressures. Christian Robinson with the pick, and they also, I think Kobe Turner also recovered a fumble. But yeah, the Rams defense had a pretty solid game. Obviously in coverage, again, they weren't the best, but Kel Witherspoon continues to show he's a stud. And obviously, Duke Shelley even got in there too. So yeah, I like what I saw. Brett Hotmeyer, huge day also for 4 field goals. Again, both teams had a good amount of yards. Rams had 382, obviously. 2-1 turnover ratio. Again, it was just the fact the Rams get 20-0 shutout in the second half was basically the difference in those. They imposed their will in the run game too. Alright, Cardinals offensively, everyone's hurt. Yep, that's true. But yeah, they did find it. Yeah, Rondo Moore wasn't really part of the game plan. So offensively, it was just kind of like, again, a little frustrating to watch. But I'll be honest, they had a decent game. I'll probably give them 2 minuses. Okay, they got shut out in the second half. Defensively, forced Matt to throw the ball. Honestly, I'll probably give him 3. No, 4. Forced Matt to throw the ball underneath. Yeah, they did that. They tried to cover Cooper Kupp. He just didn't do it again. They got actually bullied in the second half. That's like you can't really do anything. Like if you're a defense, if you just can't really stop the run at all. Yeah, that was really bad. Again, we talk about the 49ers with them. At least they like had a shot there. This game, like the Rams just absolutely murdered them in the second half. First half was good, but you can't beat anyone if you can't stop the run. Like that. It was that bad. Now let's look at the Rams. All right, they played like 28 other teams that probably would have lost this game. Cooper Kupp though, again, was good. Puka didn't get enough targets. Kyron Williams definitely got 17 rushing attempts. They did score 20 points in the second half. Again, I like it. The second half was good, but they just didn't really get. I don't know what they're trying to do the first half, but yeah, I think Sean McVay just said just start running the football, and they obviously did. I'll give them 2 pluses, but they could have been better. Defensively, Aaron Donald got a lot of pressure. He didn't get 2 sacks. Brian Young had a sack and a couple of pressures. Kel Witherspoon was good. He didn't have a turnover though. And they did not give 25 plus points. So honestly, defensively, it was a good game. I'll give them I don't know. 3 pluses. Rams didn't play their best game, but they figured it out to win. Okay, now let's get to America's Game of the Week. Yeah, Jets. Who knows? We saw Aaron Rodgers with throwing the football again after like 36 days from the torn Achilles, which is just absolutely crazy. Here we go, though. Here are the highlights from the game.
Welcome to America's Game of the Week. Today from East Rutherford, New Jersey, it's the Philadelphia Eagles at 5-0, taking on the 2-3 New York Jets. On the keep, Hurts will not get there.
Oh, I don't know.
Did he lean in late? The 5 of 5 last week for the Jets. And Zerline just sneaks that one through. Jets on the field, really rotating personnel. And here they bring the house towards Hurts. The pass is deflected and intercepted. Quinnen Williams. Big man on the run to the 45. Brown first down inside the 35. Breaking tackles to the 30 and Brown down the sideline. Looking for a block. A little nudge inside the 10. Second and goal. Throws. Swift, a little juggle. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown.
mountain of a man that he is, to reset that line of scrimmage back in the backfield, and you see what happens when he gets pressure.
Line on for a 42-yard try. Then at the 47, Jets rush 4. Swift, the recipient. Ball is out, a fumble, juggled, still loose on the field. Who has it? Quincy Williams. Zerline's kick is from the 7. Wilson going down the sideline for Garrett Wilson. Makes the adjustment and the grab. Garrett Wilson. He's hit 3 today. This from 38. And Zerline's Hurts in trouble. A wobbler as he's hit and it's intercepted. Bryce Hall with the pick. The 22. Hurts airing it deep for A.J. Brown. And Brown pulls it in. Did he get his feet in? He did.
They're down by this Jets defense.
37-yard try for Jake Elliott. Drifting right and it's no good. A 4-man rush over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. Adams on the run. Breaking tackles. Tossed down inside the 10. We welcome those of you who are watching Arizona and the Rams on first down into the end zone. Breece Hall in for the touchdown, and the Jets take the lead. 4th and 8. They rush 3. Spying Hurts, who's airing it deep, looking for Devontae Smith, underthrown, broken up by Jordan Whitehead.
Oh yeah, the Jets pull off the unthinkable, knocking off the 5-1 Eagles. Yeah, this was an upset. Jets won back-to-back games. Yeah, this was a huge win for the Jets. Obviously, though, the 4 turnovers by the Eagles were the biggest headliner. They were flirting with a couple of losses the past couple of weeks. And at least not last week, but weeks before. And, yeah, it came back to bite them. Eagles obviously lose the first game of the season. They got the Dolphins next week. Jets coming in at 3-3. Yes, I think this is a bye week. Yeah, it is. Jalen Hurts, obviously the 3 picks. Tied for his career. I think there were 2 in the second half. Yeah. But yeah, he made a lot of tough reads. Like, again, you can't stare down receivers. That pick in the end of the game was rough. He did throw a touchdown, not 280 yards. Again, they just forced it a lot. They didn't run the ball nearly enough. Jalen Hurts really struggled getting off tackles as well. Outside of the A.J. Brown, 1 big catch, he didn't really do too much. Again, no one really had an easy time getting open either. I'll say that. DeAndre Swift did have a touchdown as well. Defensively, Hassan Reich was a beast, 4 tackles and 2.5 sacks. Again, they did get a lot of pressure on Zach Wilson. They did make it hard for these receivers to get open. But I will say this. The safeties did not play well. Terrell Edmonds, Reed Blankenship, not the best game for them. And also Jake Elliott missed a field goal. Of course, the big one. Zach Wilson, game manager, 19 of 33, 186. Didn't make any mistakes, didn't lose him the game. The running game wasn't much better. Again, it was the fact that the defense forced 4 turnovers. Garrett Wilson had another good game. That was about it. Breece Hall. Again, I think how many total yards do you have? He had almost 100 total yards. But yeah, the defense stepped up big time. Quincy Williams, honestly, just put him as a first-team All-Pro. C.J. Mosley was a lot better than earlier in Season 2. Tony Adams and Michael Carter, again, Michael Carter, the slot state corner, he had 1 bad play, but he didn't even play his best game. But the backup corner, Bryce Hall and Tony Adams stepped up big time. Quinn Williams, of course, had the interception as well. Yeah, they played a really good game to capitalize on those turnovers. Huge step up for that defense. Stats-wise, obviously the Eagles did have more yards. They were a lot better there. But 4-0 turnover ratio, again, that's really the difference in this football game. And also, don't care about, you can't turn over the football 4 times and expect to win a game, especially against a defense like the Jets. That's what I got there. Alright, for this Eagles offense, Jalen Hurts, 2 plus passing yards. He got close to that. They did not score 30 plus points. They actually got shut out in the second half. DeAndre Swift did not have a good game, and Sauce did not play. Simply put, you can't turn over the ball 4 times and expect to win any football game. I don't care how good you are. That was a bad half, obviously, for the Eagles. So, offensively, I have to give them, 6 minuses. You just can't turn over the ball that many times. I don't care how you move the football. Defensively, blitz, Zach, they did have again, they didn't play a bad game. They gave up basically, let's say 14 points. The Eagles, defense, honestly played a decent game. Honestly, they just didn't really do anything, awesome to win it. So, I'll give them 2 minuses. But the Eagles defense kind of did their, I won't say did their job, but they were okay. Time for the Jets. And speaking of this Jets offense, Garrett Wilson was really good on the 50-50 balls. Zach Wilson didn't really step up, but he kind of did in the way you needed him to. They did run the ball a good amount, but not enough, I'd say. And yeah, the Eagles did not have the ball for 60 minutes either. So offensively, I'll probably give them a plus. Again, for what it, honestly, 2 pluses. For what you expect from them, they did their thing. Defensively, yeah, they did show up because they had nothing to lose, and that's exactly what they did. And what happened? They won the darn game. 8 pluses. Nah, yeah, you shut out the Eagles in the second half. No, not many teams can say they did that. So for the Jets defense now, let's get right into Sunday Night Football. Okay, oh boy, this game was crazy. Giants and Bills, let's go.
Cool, overcast, middle of October, Sunday night in the great city of Buffalo, New York, and a dozen miles south of the... For Allen, 5 in the pattern, and right arm to Davis, makes one man miss, and Gabe there across the football, and McFadden recovers for the Giants. Gregory Yarder. Graham Gano sneaks it inside. Targeting to Diggs. From the 46, this pass deflected in the air, intercepted by Michael McFadden. Bobby Okereke continues to be a huge factor in so.
Look at this dude.
5 seconds and 4. Giants trying to get on the ball.
No.
That's terrible. Already in motion. He'll swing it to him. Using his speed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Back to him. Right back to the secondary. Barkley bounces to the outside. Saquon Barkley. So the Giants and the Bills take the lead here. Graham Gano, who's got it. And the Giants. Dawson Knox trying to turn himself upfield. Allen bouncing, escaping. Firing end zone. Touchdown, Quinn Morris. Leaking right again. And he missed it right again. The play. Taylor over the top to Waller. Can't bring it in. Taron Johnson defends. And the Bills win.
Was it low scoring? Yes. Did the Bills probably definitely would have lost if the Giants didn't botch that last play at the first half? Yes. Are the Giants 1-5 and done? Yes. Are the Bills 4-2 and shaking their heads right now? Yeah, probably. So, yup, that's kind of what I got for this game. The Bills will go into New England next week, so I guess that's good for them. Giants, on the other hand, I think no, they're not on a bye week. Who the heck are they playing? Give me a sec. Oh, they're playing the Commanders. That should be good. But either way, though, back to the actual game. Obviously, the Giants that missed the box play at the end of the first half. That was really bad. Tyrod, though, stepped up big time. He had all the throws to the outside of the field. They really tried to do that. It worked out well. Saquon, again, not the greatest efficiency, but outside, again, he had that one huge drive where he had like a couple really long runs. Saquon really helped out in this game. You could see the dynamics of that offense. The other backs, I mean, they were there. Darius Slayton, of course, got a couple bombs. Wander Robinson, 850-62. Darren Waller was clearly number 1, obviously, in the end of the game. That was tough. Getting with that last play. Bobby Okereke, huge game, 8 tackles. Obviously, tipped the interception to Mike McFadden. Defensively, they had a monster day. Everyone played well. Outside of maybe Deontay Banks, he didn't play. Yeah, I'll give him it too. Kayvon Thibodeau, yeah, only got 1 tackle, but I don't think he played particularly badly. Again, they set the edge well. They made it hard on Josh Allen. Getting pretty good game there. Graham Gano also had 3 field goals. Bills wise though, Josh Allen did not have his best game. First game of the season, under 200 passing yards. Again, you didn't really expect that. Josh Allen forced that pick, and then one of the touchdowns was cool. The other one, again, that was kind of crazy to Quentin Morris. Of course, got that touchdown, and then obviously down to DRT too. The running game was efficient, but James Cook, again, couple long, not long runs, but longer runs that helped him. Obviously, Damian Harris, hope he can recover well, and obviously Stephon Diggs 10 for 100. Very I don't even know, symmetric game, I guess. Defensively, Teron Johnson 9 tackles, Jerome Bernard 9 tackles. You don't want your corners in again cover linebackers getting this many tackles. They had to make a lot of plays. The defensive line got completely worn out at the end of the game. I'll put it like that. Leonard Floyd, Agent Ebenez had their sacks, but they were worn out by the end of the game. You can definitely see it there. Tyler Bass, of course, missed 2 field goals too. Team stats wise, the Giants actually outgained them in yards, and honestly probably better on the ground overall. Again, that's 0-2 turnover ratio, but in the goal line, the Giants if they scored there, they would have won this football game, and they also deserve to because they did play definitely outplay the Bills overall. If the Giants offense offensively, I said Tyrod had revenge game if Saquon shows up and runs for 250 yards. No, he didn't, but Tyrod did play well. Offensively, I'll actually give them a plus because there's no way you expected them to actually score a touchdown, guys. Again, I get it was kind of a failure where all that happened, but honestly, I'll give them an equal sign. Because you can't, again, the Giants played 300 yards on the Bills like you didn't expect it. They had a backup quarterback. Their offense has been putrid this year. You just can't say you actually expected that. So I have to give them an equal sign. Defensively, well, don't let Stephon Diggs get deep. He didn't. Make Josh step up the throw every single time. And obviously contain James Cook in the big gap. Didn't actually do a great job with that, but defensively, obviously, huge step up there. I'll give him honestly 6 pluses. The last play to Quentin Morris obviously really sucked for them, but outside of that, this defense showed up big time. And wrapping up the NFL Week 6 Sunday recap, we've got the Bills offense and Bills defense, obviously. Scored 20 plus points the first half. Nope. Josh Allen turned over the football. Offensively, they kind of laid an egg. There's no way around it, but they did kind of salvage it in the end. I'll give them a minus. Eventually, get after Tyrod. They did stuff the run somewhat and forced 2 plus turnovers. They didn't do the turnovers, but they did stuff up on the goal line. I'll give them a plus. Defensively, they actually didn't play particularly good. Their run fits were definitely questionable at some points, and obviously, Justin Pugh right off the couch kind of bullied you at some points too. So defensively against a basically a ragtag offense, you didn't actually play that well. But I'm gonna ask you, you came up on the goal line, which is at the end of the day usually what needs to happen to win a football game. So yeah, Bills defense, good game. That's all I got for again the recap. And yeah, see you for the Monday Night Football recap tomorrow.